What is up, everyone, and welcome back. Welcome back to our town. We are now slowly building up the town again, and we're gonna extend it a little bit more. However, we have a power issue. There's a large amount of people wanting power, and we're not providing enough. Consumption is 2 megawatts more than what we produce. Oh my god, it expanded into a metropolis that I clicked away from. We're at 1,300 people. That means a bunch of stuff got unlocked. And we are now able to build new schools, parks, and plazas. This is where decorating will come in. But, however, we need to solve this power issue before it's too late. Now, one of the things that we can do is that we can buy another tile and then extend the wind turbines that way. So by now going into the by now going into this thing, we can then continue building this hill across and pop down another wind turbine, producing a little bit more electricity. Beautiful. Cool. So, this town, or this little town here has almost reached its limit of building potential. We're gonna, because I don't want to extend it too much, and this is just a perfect little example of what a town should be like, or a neighborhood. I don't know what to call this. However, we're gonna start to decorate the place. We want to make some cool decorations that'll make the town look a little bit better. And that's what we're now gonna do. We're gonna have to, spice up the town a bit. Add some paths that maybe not lead anywhere, but add to the scenery and add to the overall effect. So again, this is where we originally put that road. I don't know if you remember, probably one of the very first episode we did that, and we're gonna add the path to this as well, around the hospital, like so. And then really, honestly, if we had a park that was 4 wide, that would be very useful. So we're gonna add these like little paths that go in and out. I think maybe even you can have a path stretch across. The possibilities are there. Again, with the power it becomes an issue because for some reason we are continually not supporting or producing enough power for these people. But that windmill should have helped, or that windmill will eventually help and provide these people with power. And we can continue decorating. So this is where it gets a little bit tricky because we have the L shape that we can now build canals as well. Oh yeah, that's another decoration feature. But yeah, the L shape in the corners is it's a tricky one. But there is a way, because here we didn't bother placing anything, but that's because it had the commercial aspect. So honest, I'd like to put commercial here, but that seems a bit close, unless we can just still do this. Yeah, we could put some commercial there. So we'll go back to the decorating and implement the paths down. I don't like that. If that's a single house, I don't want it. I don't really want to cut people's gardens either. So we'll leave a space. and then not have that space. There we go, perfect. Yeah, here we basically, we don't, we can implement a sort of the triangle that we, and then continue that along. Perfect. So this will add some paths to the build. And then here we have, we need to somehow implement that here as well. I think we have to cut into here, which means that we need these houses to rebuild so they adjust accordingly. How far out does this go? This goes 7 out. This right now is 5, so we need basically 2 out. Nice, see, that's 8. And then build that so that these people have a nice sort of border that goes around the whole house. Oh my, all the houses. We have just spent most of our money on decorations, which, you know, it's part of it, but it's not a good habit to have. As much as the decorations do look nice, we don't want to spend all our budget on it. So this means as well, once we start building the other towns, that we can connect them with paving. So we want to build that into... So there you go. Alright, so that's that. I mean, again, we can go around, but I think we won't do that. That seems a bit much, but that is what we wanted. So, is there a park small enough that fits in between anywhere? I don't think so. We might have to consider downloading a mod that will fit that. However, what we can add is we can add trees. So if we up this and just place a large amount of trees in this area, it will add to the suburban vibe that we're trying to create here, and add a more variety as well of trees and plants we kind of want to add, and that we don't want really. So that there's a little bit more variety in the build of this town. Perfect. That looks really, really nice. It's a nice, dense little... It's not too crowded. It's not too empty either. However, now, due to the large amount of people we have, there is a demand for commercial and industrial. Also, we want to place some trees that the brush didn't quite reach. Like here, that's some of the places that it didn't come. The brush just doesn't seem to work, which is, you know, it does what it does. So far it's been proven to be very good. But, yeah. So these buildings will level up eventually if you have the right things. So education is important, of course, and a lot of aspects tend to have an effect on whether something levels up. And the more level ups, the better, of course. Yeah, so that looks really, really nice. I like the way this town is sort of heading. Of course, we can add more residential here, where it's... I was hoping there would be residential, but apparently that's not the case. And of course... No, I don't want the sewage to die just yet, but however, this path will probably get in the way, and we don't want that to happen, of course. See, that'll ruin what we have here, and I don't want that. How do we get this to... I think if we place some buildings here, we can do this. Yeah, we can connect that, and there we go. That works. So we still have the same little thing there, and we have that nice detailing that I want. Cool. So this is already looking 100 times better than the previous build. It's looking like a suburb. That's the look that I really wanted. Yeah, so there's people complaining about parkage. They want a certain park or a place to go. Now thinking I could probably just put one in the middle here. That'll probably get rid of a bit of a population, but it would satisfy a lot of people. So that's one of the biggest parks we can get. We can get one that's slightly smaller, but I think we will have to place this park down here. And then, of course, we can't have any of that happening. And we will dezone all of this. And then we'll plant more trees. But I don't know if that was enough. However, we can look at info views, which tends to help with the with looking at how things work. We don't want any of these pop-ups. Okay, we can look at land value. Now, the higher land value, the better or happier the people get. And it's at a reasonable value here. We can add a park at the end here, which might be not a bad idea, to be honest. I want the really big park. Park with trees. Yeah, we can have a park with trees, but that does require $5,000. So we need to wait for a little bit. However, oh my god, this is where the sewage comes out. However, we can eventually, and we will, extend this road to come around here. And sort of bring this whole thing back into its loop. And then we will build some more. Probably more suburban, to be honest. We'll do more of the same thing. Oh yeah, this is important. We need more industry. Now, industry, that, to me, industry can be as clumped up as much as we want. Because, really, industry is not of my importance. However, it is for the importance of the people, and that's who we're catering for, of course. And industry gives us money, which is what we need. We need the money. And eventually we can have some form of income out of other aspects. There's no demand for anything else, really, which is a little annoying. These houses need to educate, and I kind of don't want to. Schools tend to cost a lot. Like, one school costs 10 grand. However, education is important. I almost completely forgot. I always don't look at these things, but we need to up our taxes a bit. We're going to up it to 11%. And it's going to annoy a lot of people, but it'll provide for the rest. So we'll get that flow of money in, and then we'll continue building. So, Anyway, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this beautiful episode where we beautified the city and made it look absolutely gorgeous. Really detailed and really just look nice and pleasant. I'd personally live here. Yeah, so anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've said this already, but please leave a like, a comment, and please subscribe for more of City Skylines. I will be uploading more and more because I truly love this game a lot. And yeah, goodbye.